Now, moving on to agenda item 4, petition, saving Cambridge market. We now turn to agenda item 4 on page number 1 to 2 on the agenda pack. The petition organizer will have up to 5 minutes to present the petition. Councillors can then debate the petition for a maximum of 15 minutes. Members will have 3 minutes each to debate on this. Would the petition organizer please address the council, please?
My name is Glenys Self. I make jewellery and have sold it on our market for 25 years. I am representing the Cambridge Market Traders Association with its 80 members, as well as the 2,000 Friends of Cambridge Market. Our petition asks the council to scrap its civic quarter proposals that will remove all 99 permanent stalls from the market and replace them with just 27 permanent stalls and 61 temporary gazebos. The council says this is being done to provide entertainment space in the square. The need for this entertainment space has never been proven, and there are plenty of other open spaces in Cambridge better suited to holding events such as Midsummer Common and Parker's Peace. We collected these signatures by speaking to shoppers who came to our market stalls. We received more than 1,800 signatures in just 8 weeks. This illustrates the depth of feeling people have for the market. The people who signed the petition are all telling the council that they do not support the current civic quarter plans. They understand how great an asset the market is and how important it is to the city of Cambridge. If you reduce the number of permanent stalls on the market to just 27, it could kill the market. We are asking for a bare minimum of at least 54 permanent stalls, as that is how many are needed for the businesses who currently operate on the market 5 days a week. This is because some larger businesses use 2 or 3 stalls for their products. There are several reasons why gazebos will destroy the current success of market businesses. 1. There is no guarantee that the council is going to employ enough people in the long term to keep putting up gazebos and taking them down. If you run out of money, you may cut these staff and we will have no stalls to trade on. 2. The City Council will cease to exist in 2028. We do not know whether any future unitary authority will continue to support the market project. 3. We have been told nothing about the events that will take place on the market. We don't know when they will happen and how they will affect our businesses, so we can't make any plans. Will we all be cleared out of the market on a regular basis? What time do we have to close before evening events? Can we survive this loss of income? 4. We remain concerned about the flimsy nature of the gazebos and whether they will be able to have a safe electrical supply. 5. The way the council reached a decision to have 27 permanent stalls is not clear. The project says this figure has come from monitoring the uptake of stalls over a period of time. This period is unknown and it may have been affected by COVID. 6. Also, the market has been under a cloud of uncertainty for the past 7 years of this project. This has taken its toll on the number of new businesses coming on the market, and this has caused the market to shrink. I have met many craft people who want to trade here, but the uncertainty of the project has put them off. Please give us at least 54 permanent stalls, the 54 permanent stalls that we need to trade effectively and and a contract that binds the council to erecting sufficient stalls for the market, or you'll be signing its death warrant. Thank you.
Are there any debate on this? Yes, please. Councillor Moore, please.
Thank you, and thank you, Glenys, for bringing this petition and for all of your feedback regarding the proposals to renovate the market and the market square. The purpose of the Market Square project is to carry out much needed investment on the infrastructure of the market and the market square to ensure a secure and permanent future for the 7-day-a-week market. This includes relaying the flooring to make it flat, accessible to all and easier to keep clean, plus improving the drains, the electrics, the lights, the water supply and the bins. This will provide a more pleasant and attractive space for the market and as the real heart of the city centre. Whilst completing this much needed maintenance work, we also want to create a more flexible space and design out the increasing levels of antisocial behaviour that we see in the square, mainly at night, but also far too often as experienced by the market traders. We've consulted widely on this project, and although I would agree that it's taking much longer than I certainly would ever have wanted or imagined when we started, it is important that we get it right. Feedback on our recent public consultation supported having a more flexible space, and demountable stalls would also allow us to reduce the number of stalls on a quiet day so that the market could be denser and more attractive to shoppers. However, there would always be enough demountable stalls able to be erected to provide for the traders that want to trade up to the maximum that the space allows. We're still working through the designs of both permanent and demountable stalls with the traders, and a future meeting is planned on the permanent stall designs next month. This will include considering the number of permanent stalls, so this petition will be fed back into that discussion, along with the public consultation responses and responses to the traders' feedback. There's an ongoing consultation started around the demountable stalls, which we presented at a meeting last week. The project has already evolved following feedback and will continue to do so as we progress further. Having shown 5 options of demountable stalls at our meeting last week, we now intend to physically review 2 of the options, once we've collected and analysed all the trader feedback. All 5 options have been used throughout markets in the UK and in Europe and have been tested in various conditions. They work in other markets, and so they could work in Cambridge too. To conclude, our ambition is to create a flexible civic space in front of the Guildhall to ensure that we get the best use out of the market square with a thriving 7-day market at its heart. And we will continue to review the number of permanent and demountable stalls to be used as we consider the design of the stalls and the dependent practical operational implications, such as who will put up the stalls and take them down. So thank you very much for your feedback today and for the petition, and we welcome further feedback as we progress through the project. And I am very sorry that it's taking so long. I wish it was ready to roll out now, but I believe it will be worth it, particularly getting the right market square for the city, but also market for the traders and shoppers. Thank you.
Councillor Tim Beeks, please.
Mr. Mayor, I represent the centre of the city and count users and traders amongst my constituents. I too would like to thank the petitioners and recognise, as most will, the place that the market has in the hearts of many people. My colleagues and I have worked closely with stallholders and their customers We particularly fought for fair treatment during COVID, when in our view, the council at that time took some missteps in a very, very tough period for the market. We instigated the council focusing its attention on this subject way back in 2017, which is a measure of just how long the talking about this has gone on. I highlighted the need then out of affection and support for the market, certainly not out of any death wish for it. Time has, if anything, reinforced the fact that change is occurring in the world our market operates in, the sector of street markets everywhere, the size and shape of our city, and the whole community's expectation of the city centre. It's human nature, I think, to cling to the ways it seems things have always been, especially to something like our market and our marketplace with their roots so deep in history. And I am as subject to those feelings as most people. But I believe that's perfectly fine unless clinging on to that is accompanied by decline and deterioration. And when that happens, doing what we've always done without question is probably not a good idea. I think we need to be open to change, to enable both our market and our market square, which aren't entirely the same things, not only to survive, but to thrive. As a ward councillor, I see today lots of empty spaces on our market, empty before anything has changed from this project. And I am worried about our market dwindling because too many occupy stalls that are trying to make a living in surroundings that look bereft and uninviting. And I'm worried about a market square that is a ghost town after dark, a hidden den of antisocial behaviour, which occupies a key central space in an increasingly dense and crowded city, at which we'd all like to be more walkable. Neither of these does the other any good at all. So, Mr. Mayor, I'm afraid I don't want to be forced to give an answer to what the petition asks for today. A process is currently in place, as Councillor Moore has said, including stall holders, which is discussing the real issues in a practical way. A meeting did take place this last week, and market traders were bringing constructive influence over the plans. And this petition reads as though that is not going on. It cuts across it. And I, for one, think that the right thing for us all to be doing is to try and synthesise the many practical demands for the future, including both current stallholders and potential newcomers.
Councillor Biggs is...
One more sentence, Mr. Mayor. The future may not be exactly like the past. For success, we desperately need open minds and to work together, as I and my colleagues remain committed to do.
Councillor Cole, please.
Thank you. The market traders are the best judge of what their businesses need to trade successfully. If they need a minimum of 54 permanent stalls, then that is what they should have. The market makes an annual contribution to the City Council of over £300,000 per year. If the Council wants that to continue, it needs to listen to its own customers and give them what they need. I feel that the Council is treating the traders, some of whom have run their businesses for years, as if they were young children who can't be trusted to know what they need. We know that the Council is not a business, so why do they feel they know better than these experienced small business owners? Thank you.
Yeah, well, I wasn't expecting to speak, but I will say a few words. I think Councillor Bick has articulated the current situation very well, and I would just add that the Council is committed to having a thriving 7-day-a-week market, which is why it's intending to invest so much money in its refurbishment. The facilities are terrible. The surface is really abominable, and it excludes people with disabilities. And we have to address that. We have to make it a safe place for people to visit. And as Councillor Bick said, we need to stop the antisocial behaviour that goes on in the market after operating hours. I'm convinced we will be able to deliver a scheme that satisfies all parties, all interests, but we have to do this on a step-by-step basis. We can't come up with all the solutions because there are so many interacting and competing demands to resolve. But we are working, we have constant engagement with the traders, we have meetings with them, and we're listening to them. They come along to the meetings and talk to us, they say we're not listening, but we are. And I just want to just establish, create more trust that we're going to do this job well. And we're not intending to kill this market. Far from it. We want to breathe fresh life in it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. When I see 1,800 petition, and they are not only for the number, they are the member of our community. Their voice should be heard. And that's the people, that's the residents, that's the voter. They voted, and that's why we are councillor, we sitting here. And we should find this fair solution for this trader. It is not only the number 54, it is the 54 families livelihood. And we should be done a proper consultation and negotiation with them, and consultation should be fairer, cleaner, and not any pre-ready consultation. Question should not be round and round, should be a straightforward question where the people can exercise their consultation clearly and honestly, and they can represent their view. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I support this trader because present civilization of Cambridge comes from this small trader, the open market. Now we build a modern civilization here. All the university, everything comes this behind this history, all this open market. We should respect them. Thank you.
Yeah, Councillor Moore, do you want to speak? Fine. Unless you want to speak. Oh, yeah, go on. Thank you.
Thank you. I just wanted to reiterate how much consultation has been ongoing and is planned. We are currently having monthly meetings with the traders, and there's been public consultations, specific trader consultations, stakeholder group consultations. And as I did say initially, the plans for the market square have changed following this feedback, that initially the plans were to be 100% demountable. And so responding to the traders' feedback, we have now got this proposal for the permanent stalls. As I said, it's not confirmed. The design work is ongoing. It will depend on the design of the stalls. And yes, we need a market to function for the traders, but we also need a market square that functions for all of the residents of Cambridge. And that came across when we completed our last wider public consultation. And so it's balancing all those needs whilst ensuring a future for the 7-day-a-week market, having it clean, accessible, modern facilities, having the electrics working, and very importantly, designing out that antisocial behaviour. So we welcome this petition and all of the feedback that we get, and we will take that forward into the design. Thank you.